Hello everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV here in Round Rock, Texas, and I'm going to show you around the 2020 R-Pod 192 by Forest River. It's got a Murphy bed, sleeps 3, it's 22 foot 2 inches long, has a tongue weight of 460 pounds, and the dry weight of this is about 3,500 pounds. So if you would like to see some of the great things in this trailer, stay tuned, we're going to show you around. In the meantime, remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all the videos of the latest trailers. All right, let's get started. Such great space inside this R-Pod 192. The Murphy bed opens up everything. Let's start at the front, and the lighted cabinets over here. You've got a hanging space on both sides, and a nice lighted front just gives it a great touch. Underneath, the 110 plugs, and you've got a USB port right here on the right. You've got the same 110 plug on the other side along with a USB port as well. Now, this creates great seating. It's very comfortable. It really opens up the walking space. And to the right, you've got a cabinet top on both sides. I love the kind of cutting board wood look. And underneath, storage. Let's open that up. The bottom part has gear in it. The top piece is storage cabinet. And speaking of storage, you've also got storage underneath this. If you look right underneath the sofa, you've got another space under here with a cargo net. So a lot of great storage can go under there. Now the first question when you're dealing with a Murphy bed, how hard is it? This one is so easy. Of course, the sofa just jackknifes down. Very simple to do. Lays down flat. The bed lays straight down. And there you are. Super easy to do. Now you'll notice in the back there is more shelving and more storage. Window across the front lets so much light in. When you're sleeping, you've got a little more light coming that direction. And of course, you've got a pull-down shade that's going to give you the blackout effect that we all like when we're sleeping. A little bit of flat space up here, maybe for those last-minute things that you want to store when you're camping. Let's look on the other side. And put this right back up. Very simple. Now on the other side, we have the same cabinet space here, but we've also got the light switch. So you can use these lights maybe as a night light, turn them off once you crawl into bed. That's always a nice feature. And then the storage right here, same thing. There's actually equipment underneath and a cabinet on the top. So a lot of good storage space around this bed area. Let's move into the main part of the cabin. This feels so open, there's a lot to see. All right, so across from the seating here is the monitor panel. And of course, this is going to have your water heater, your water pump, and then it's going to have the monitor panel showing you what levels are in your tanks and your battery. Now you have a 30-gallon fresh tank, 30-gallon gray, and 30-gallon black. So these R-Pods have great tank sizes on them, especially for a 22-foot trailer. So all that is right here on the end of the kitchen cabinet. I love the colors in here. Again, a light interior on the walls, the roof, the solid surface countertop. They put nice storage up above. These cabinet fronts match the ones next to the bed. And on this side, you've got the controls for your air conditioner. Again, it's the Dometic, the touch screen. And underneath, a 110 plug right here. So if you put a coffee maker up here, you can plug it in right at the bottom of the cabinet. The light here is a push button. All of these LED lights, of course, on the inside of R-Pods but it's an on and off switch right in the middle. Simple to use when you're here and you need some lighting. Same thing over here. You do have a light switch right here on your hood vent, as well as a fan. Let's take a look at the storage up here. These cabinets, again, it's open, they're not divided. You've got a fair amount of space. It's probably 10 inches deep. And so you've got a lot of storage space in here for dishes, food, whatever works best for you. And I love the large stainless steel sink. It's an undermount sink. If you can get a good shot of this sink on how deep it is, you know, I didn't measure it, but I would say it's probably 10 or 12 inches deep. With a single handle faucet, the nice high arch would let you put even a fairly good sized bucket under here, but good for filling any kind of large water jugs or anything else. I love the cover that goes on top. Fits right inside the countertop, so you're not balancing on top of it. It does have slots in it, and some people use those for knives, maybe even for drying a few dishes, hanging things on here to dry. I think that's kind of a nice feature. You could use the front of it as a cutting board too if you wanted. The glass top stove, again, that creates this whole space that you can use basically for a countertop if you're not using the sink or the stove. So the flat glass top, I also like the fact that it's super easy to clean. Just wipe it down like a countertop. Open it up. You've got two nice sized burners. Easy controls right here on the side. It is a Suburban with a stainless steel back. Wonderful. You could cook some great meals in here. And you've got the convection microwave that's in all the R-Pods right underneath. Now it is a little lower, but that actually creates cabinets up here and a little bit of more open headspace. These convection microwaves are pretty deep, so a lot of times it's difficult to put them in an overhead space without taking up an awful lot of actual open air. So right down here, you've got the convection and the microwave combination. Of course, that can do everything from microwave to brown a steak. You can bake a cake in it. Anything that you'd want to do, you can basically cook in here. And of course, it comes with a book with easy guidelines. So you don't have to know how to do it. It'll show you. All right, a little more space right here. Now we've got some of the gear for this trailer in here, but you've got the upper and lower cabinets here for storage. And to the left of that, underneath this microwave convection, is the LP detector and the carbon monoxide detector. These are always near the floor, of course, because that LP is going to drop down low and you want to stay safe. All right, moving back. Lovely stainless front refrigerator. It's a Dometic. You've got a separate freezer space at the top and at the bottom. It is a gas and electric. Nice size refrigerator. Underneath, this is going to be the breakers and fuses with your converter. Now that converter is also converting all of the electricity when you plug in to 12 volt and charging your battery. Easy access right there. And to the left, the road-vac that actually comes in the R-Pods now, the new 2020s. Such a great feature. So the way this road-vac works is that you can actually sweep your trailer, and instead of trying to get everything out the door, you simply lift up this panel with your foot and sweep it into that space. The vacuum sucks it up and collects it. What a great feature. There is also a way to change the bag or attach a hose right up here. Up here is where the bag is. So if you pull this back, there's a little finger pull. Unlatch one side, the other one comes straight out. So there is a filter here that just slides in the side. That's kind of the micro filter here, and it just stays in place. If you're ready to change this bag, just take it off, throw it away, and put on the new one. Well, the way you put on the new one is to attach it at the back. because that's how the dirt comes in from the floor and into the bag. So at the back, there's a hose, and you just slide the back piece on. Then when you're ready to put this back in place, just clip it in on one side, and then pull that onto the front hose, and then it slides right back into place right there. Behind the refrigerator is the furnace. This is going to be a forced air furnace. Plenty of heat to actually keep this entire space warm, even on a really cold night. Pantry up here, or wardrobe, whichever one you'd like to use it for. 3 different shelves, very deep. They're probably 2 feet deep, so you've got lots of space in here. Now, before we show you the nice bathroom in the back, let's go around and take a look at the other side of this trailer. Okay, now opposite the kitchen is going to be the dinette, and as you walk in the door on the left, that's where you see the pet-friendly part of all the R-Pods here in 2020. So there is the pet dish right here and a nice net, so it's very accessible. Even if you just want to stop on the road and give your pet a little bit of food and water, right here by the door. I love this little open space right here. Can be used for putting some pet bowls in if you've got a small cat or dog that needs to be fed, kind of gets it out of the walkway. But it could also store any other pet-friendly things that you need to put in there. Maybe, I don't know, the actual pet food, maybe the leash, anything else you'd need to grab. If you're not traveling with a pet, just think of all the great things you could have handy just inside your door right here with that little cubby. I think it's a great idea. Now up above, there is the panel for the solar. This actually has a solar option with an inverter. This trailer doesn't have it on here, so it is pre-wired. And the pre-wire up here for the solar is paneled out so it could easily be added after the fact. So if you see a trailer that doesn't have the solar inverter package on it, it could easily be added because everything's ready for it. Underneath, the power awning switch is right here, along with the light on the awning. So everything's right by the door, the porch light, and then there is an interior on-off light. We usually call this a courtesy light because by having a switch right by the door, you can easily step into your trailer, hit the switch, and have lights inside. Easy to find. All right, all that is right on the edge of this cabinet. Let's walk around and look at that cabinet from the other side. Up here, there's plenty of storage. You've got 3 cabinet doors. This is all one cabinet. There is no division in them. And it gives you full storage to use for whatever you need up here, the entire length of this dinette. I love the glass door fronts. It gives it a very modern look. And underneath is 2 lights, of course, all individually turned on and off. I like the way it shines right on the table. If you're doing paperwork, computer work, or eating dinner, you can light this space up nicely. There is a plug right up here. This is going to be your 110 plug in case you're working with a computer or any items that need to be charged. You can plug it in right up here. Okay, now this really is a 2-person dinette. The table is very secure because they put 2 poles under it. So it's a real sturdy table. It does make into a bed that's 30 inches wide and 75 inches long. So very comfortable for an adult to sleep on. And when you drop the table down, put it right here on these boards, this folds in, makes the sleeping area. It's quick and easy to do. If you needed more storage, guess what? Underneath these seats right here, if you lift up this panel, you can see there is another compartment of storage. Same thing on the other side, but remember, it's got that space over there on the other side that is cut out so that you can reach it from the entry of the door. So that's the space that you can't get to from inside, but it does have a little more extra space for storage over there as well. So A nice place to put things that maybe you don't need to access every day. All right, now before we move out of this main cabin, you do have speakers for the stereo in the center of this living area, and your stereo is right here. It is the new Furrion. It's got a touch screen on the front. I love that it's an MP3 player. Of course, it's got the HDMI cable on it, the AM/FM radio. You can do anything with a remote, or there is an app on your phone that you can download, control it with your phone. Great feature to have. You also have some speakers outside, so that little Furrion control is going to give you all the music and streaming that you need. Nice TV right here. It is latched into the wall, so very easy to see from the dinette or from the bed area. I love that it takes up all the space. Nice big screen. I love that. They've done a great job with that. Let's move into this bathroom because it's got great storage, separate toilet and shower, everything you'd look for in a compact trailer. Let's go. All right, so the bathroom at the end of this trailer, it's got a pocket door, snaps out of the way for travel, but easily opens and closes if you need to close off this back part. Now the wardrobe on this side has two large doors and one tall cabinet, and the other one is split in half, more for shelving. So you could fit all of your bathroom gear back here, towels, anything. You could even put clothing, racks. A lot of space back here to be used for storage. On top of it, they've left this open for a shelf. Great. There's just so much storage back here. I think it's a great added feature. The shower on the other side is a very large rectangular shower, comfortable size for a small trailer, has the skylight on top. So once you step into it, it's a little over 6 feet tall. It's got the curtain that closes right here, and then of course opens up out of the way. The handheld has an on and off switch, so you can save water if you need to. And in the center, the oval sink right here, hot and cold of course, and a little more storage underneath. 2 more shelves right there. The toilet with the foot pedal flush right here, and again, the pleated shades that you'll have throughout the coach. Basically, blackout shades, block out all the light, and of course the views. So I am really impressed with the space that opens up with the Murphy bed and the open space in this bathroom. Remember, this is only a 22-foot trailer, and that's total length from front to back. Amazing features in here. It is a great open field that's tough to show you on the video, so be sure you get to see this at a dealer that's near you. Now, let's go outside and look at those features. All right, now let's take a look at the outside. First thing you'll notice, it's got the standard R-Pod fiberglass exterior. I love this. Now remember, it has Asdel underneath, which is the water-resistant panel that's going to keep this looking good for years. Our pods are made with a welded aluminum frame, really strong construction on the floor, the walls. This 22-foot actually has a rubber roof on it, so it's just a great quality all around. That's what our pod's known for. But let's talk about specifics. Right here, underneath the aluminum step, it's a 2-step. It's lightweight, easy to work with, and extremely strong. Right next to that, it's got a pet-friendly sticker here, and if you look underneath, there's a little latch there. That's where you can hook your pet leash, keep them nearby, give you a place to attach to. The lift assist handle, of course, can swing out of the way when you're not using it, but standard on all the R-Pods. 15-inch wheels, love that. I love this big window. That's right above that dinette. Speakers on the top. Remember we looked at the MP3, AM/FM stereo, the Furrion. So you've got speakers on the outside, the porch light right in the middle, a 110 plug, plugging in any accessories out here that you might have. And this is your black tank flush. So the black tank flush, of course, is where you hook up a hose when you're dumping your black tank, and it actually helps clean that tank while you're dumping. Great feature to have on absolutely any trailer. All right, 11-foot awning above us. We'll show you how that goes in and out at the end with the LED light strip right out here on the end, so it's gonna light up your entire campsite. Push button awnings, doesn't get any better than that. Let's look around the back of the trailer. The 4-inch square bumper is holding the rear spare tire with a cover. All that comes with it. LED lights. This is the water heater. In the back, it is underneath your wardrobe in the bathroom. The ladder so that you can get up on the roof for any maintenance. Underneath, you can see the rear stabilizer jacks, hand crank, very easy to do. Right in front. Under here, you've got low point drains for any water that you need to drain out of the lines. And right next to that is where you would hook up the sewer hose to dump the black and the gray tank. You've got a 30-gallon gray tank, 30-gallon black tank, and of course, the gray handle is for gray tank. The black is for the black. Very simple to use, easy access. Furnace. Right here, that is the exhaust from the furnace. Underneath, the connection for your 30-amp cord. Next to that, if there is cable or satellite that you'd like to hook up, you have access right here and the panel behind the refrigerator. I love the aluminum wheels that they use. Now, we haven't talked about this yet, but they do have the rubber torsion axles on this, so you get a really nice smooth ride. Outside shower with hot and cold. And up here, this is your water inlets. The 30-gallon freshwater tank was filled right here, and underneath, the city water connection if you wanted to hook directly to the hydrant. That's all just underneath that. There is storage on the front of this trailer on both sides. Now on this side you can see it does pass through all the way, but it is a little narrower on this side than on the other. On the other side I'm going to show you the kitchen. The outside kitchen is an option on this trailer. It isn't on all the R-Pods, but it is on the 192. I like to point out the magnetic catches as well. Makes it so easy to just open that cabinet. Stays open. When you're done, just bring it down and latch it. Very simple. 2 more stabilizer jacks on the front here. And let's point out some interesting things on this tongue that you may not have seen before. They have included right here a little holder so that once you unplug your trailer, you have a place to put the end of this cord here, so that it doesn't get drug on the ground, doesn't get stepped on, and doesn't get dirty in here. That can really hurt the connection. So having a place to put that is a really nice feature. Now we don't have a battery box with a battery on it, but that's what would be right here. The cover that comes with all the R-Pods gives you access when you open the top to your LP tank. You do have a 20-pound, 5-gallon LP tank in here, and an electric jack. If you open the top of it, you can hand crank it if for some reason your battery dies, but the on-off switch with a light and the up and down feature is right here on the front. Very simple to use. Let's keep going. On this side, there is an LP connection right here. If you wanted to use an outside grill, you can just hook it up right here to the LP connection on the tongue. And right here, I like to point out the rock guard on the front. Catches all of the rocks that might be kicked up from your vehicle and protects the front of the trailer. So coming around the front, there is a spray port here. It actually disconnects. It's a quick connect there, so it's very easy to put in and take out. And it gives you a little spray port, good to use for any type of cleaning, washing, just easy access right there. Next to that, this is an optional outdoor kitchen. Now, if this isn't in the trailer, again, it's something that could be added. And it gives you the 2-burner stove and a tub, not necessarily running water, but you've got that right here next to it. And a tub you could use for all kinds of things. I love the access to cooking outdoors. It's a nice feature. When you're not using it, close this up and slides right into the space. Great outdoor cooking on that. Now, before we show you how the awning works, I want to tell you about the solar panel. We don't have it on this unit that we're showing you, but remember that panel just inside the door? That's where you'd add the controller for the solar panel. The solar panel is an option. It's 110 watt and it comes with a 1,000 watt inverter. Now, what does that mean? That means that that solar panel will actually charge your battery and would allow you to use small appliances like, your computer inside. Now, it won't run everything, but it will run a lot of appliances, so you can check to see if what you wanted to do with your trailer is possible with a solar panel and an inverter. That would allow you to not be plugged in at the campsite. It's a great feature. Check with your dealer. They can explain more about that if you have questions. All right, let's show you how this awning goes in and out. All right, I hope that gives you a quick preview of the 2020 R-Pod 192. If you'd like to see a full-length walkthrough, click down below and you can see all the details in this great trailer. Thanks for watching. I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV. Call us if you have questions.